Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We're looking at the oil well that the game generated just before the end of the previous episode. One thing that I did try out whilst I was between recordings is all these things have the big cross on them. You can still click them, and you can still place them. So that gives me an idea. We're going to come up here to our grain area. Oh, look at all that grain on there. I think we need another vehicle. Or two. So we're trying to get up to around 400. That'll do. Yeah, we're going to come up here and see in here. Goods to grain. So we can in here like put some of these down. That isn't where you would pick them up from. You'd pick them up from the back here somewhere. So let's actually put them at the back here. Rid of these ones at the front. What else have we got in here? Goods 3, none of those. Goods 4, none of those. Looks like that was what we had here. Was one of these bread or food? Fish, crude, alcohol, grain, iron, livestock. Oh, here, food. Okay, so with that food, we can come and put some of that out here. Well, in the yard. For trucks to come and pick up. So let's go. Like that. So that's how dropped off there, and the produced ones are on this side. Now in here as well, we've also got some buildings. So industrial buildings, none of those. Forest goods and tools, no. Iron ore machine, sawmill. Doesn't look like there's any farm buildings. This is the barn. So if we come back up here, so is that barn? Looks fairly similar. Barn 2. That looks like barn 2. Barn 3. That's one of these sheds. So that's this pit. Cow barn. Okay, that's that. Hay. Sheep need some hay, or goats need some hay here. Give them some hay. Give them a trough as well. Oil well steel quarry, none of those. Food processing plant. This should let us dress up our food processing plant a little bit. So that's this thing. Silo 2. Well, that's a big boy of the same thing. Let's get that out the back here. If we can. Doesn't control particularly nicely. Height adjustment. What does this do? It shifts it up and down a little bit. Okay, well that's interesting. Industrial chimneys with and without. Does this need a chimney? It probably does. Well, it probably doesn't, but I want to put one on there anyway. Industrial pipes, silo. Let's see what silos we've got in here. Should zoom in a bit and make it easier to see. It's Spherical silo. This is some sort of tank, a vertical tank. Ooh, some of these look fancy. Maybe not so much for our food production here. Maybe it can have a small horizontal, couple of small horizontal tanks over here. Not super different, but it's different enough. So hopefully all this grain is getting moved. Now bread here, we've got a lot of bread here waiting. And only 2 vehicles now. Where are they? One's here on his way back. And the other guy, oh, that's the same one, is over there, also on his way back. And we've got 300 here now. So, oh, we can't afford that. Let's go faster then. So we can't really do anything until we get some money then, I guess. If we look at our lines, this is going to deliver a lot of grain soon. Why is this performing so poorly? I guess possibly just timing, I'm not sure. But while we're waiting for that and we keep losing money, let's go up here and dress up the... Oh, we can't even manage the terrain. I was going to say we'll come up here and dress up the oil well. So these will need to go on something. To get down, like we really need them to get over there. Where wants fuel? Everywhere wants fuel. But this wants fuel and this one, also the 3 of those want fuel. So possibly a better way would be to take this line around to Sanctuary Point and new farm, and reuse this terminal. We have like a little drop-off area here. And from there it picks up the oil, brings it up to here. Then we have another small ship going just back and forward. So it takes fuel, takes oil across, brings fuel back, and then this ship brings its fuel back down to here. And then eventually we'll get it dropped off at Swan Hill and Broken Hill as well. But at the moment we are losing too much money. I thought we said to add a new ship on there. Oh, we couldn't afford it, that's right. So we've now got a lot of bread waiting here. And in the last update, what we didn't get is... well, I guess we could, like, just add more cargo houses. So what does this give us? We've got 200 and something stored inside. That's a lot of bread that we can't afford to do anything with. But our food line doing reasonably well now. Our bread line less so. you're just about to deliver. You did. At least you're in the green this year so far. I think it's possibly just that, like, this trip takes so long and the trip back takes so long with them being empty. Now grain up here. Like, we can't even keep up with the amount of grain up here. Just going bananas. At least this grain line is keeping us somewhat profitable. How much money do we get per delivery? 356,000. Okay, what if... Okay, we'll let you deliver your stuff into there. And then I'm going to reassign you to that other grain line. Simply because it needs more ships and it actually makes us money. Whereas this line is not making us money at all. So the additional expenses that we added in, making everything more expensive to operate, is definitely adding up. Because both of these lines, under even hard scenario, would make money. Yeah, see, we've just got so much grain up here, we're losing it now. And we can't do anything because we're in kind of a money death spiral. So I'm just going to leave this run for a little bit, and we'll be back in a moment to see what we can do about it. Before we get there, new coffee farm. We can't do anything with the goods yet, but nowhere to go, but we can now make coffee. Is it connected to there? No. Oh well, it tried. Okay, we'll be back in a minute once we've hopefully got some more money. So just a quick update. Everything over here in Highfields, we're no longer delivering there. We're no longer delivering to Yarrawonga. I've changed that food delivery line to just come down here to Sanctuary Point and then go back again. That will affect the demand here, but it won't go down enough that we de-level. So that was part of my reasoning behind that. So this will still keep up the same amount of demand that it wants, but this ship line now, we can click it, will be much shorter. 27 minutes down from 50 or something. In terms of how our lines are going now, that food line, like this line, can sometimes just break even. Fishery, nice. I don't understand why the fishery is like way over here, way away from the water. It is. So yeah, this is still losing us a lot of money. This one is just breaking even. Highfields. In terms of these, I think we're going to delete them all, so we're not paying maintenance fees on them, and the Highfield delivery line we'll also remove. So it's like we were never over here, even though we were for a little bit. We're not anymore. This one in Yarrawonga we are also going to delete as well. But this bit of road here, we're going to mark it as player owned, so it doesn't try and do anything with that section. But down here, we've reduced the number of trucks on this route to just one, to save some cost. Now I saw that he slowed down massively here, so I was about to say, let's upgrade this road. We can't afford to upgrade the road, so we won't be doing that. But we can't really do anything there. What were you doing then? Some sort of weird tricky thing here. But that should hopefully help there. We haven't done anything here. We shifted one ship, I think we talked about that before. Now over here we've still got way too much. But we can't afford to put any more boats on there, and it just is what it is. In terms of our line profitability, they're all losing, but they're losing slightly less now. This truck line, we can't do anything with it. It's making or losing as much money as it's going to. It's these other ship lines that we are struggling with. See, this guy, it's over a year. So that'd be a delivery, that'd be a delivery. I can't tell if they're just making money. If you look at this next ship, it's about the same. This next ship, I've had it for longer. So I think they're going to make small amounts of money every year. Look at that, pulls in, he's gone. So hopefully through all of this, our grain and food line here can start to turn a little bit of a profit. And our ship line here can start to turn a little bit of a profit. If they can both do that, how does this look? It doesn't give us the cost overview. Do these cost us money? I don't know. Doesn't look like it, so we just paid for our ships and these didn't tick up. But in terms of paying for those ships, we didn't go negative that time, which I think is the first time in a long time. It's not a lot, but it is something. And that's going to take us a lot of years to get out of that amount of debt. So we'll be back in a little bit again to see how we are going. You won't believe it, but this ship down here just delivered their goods. That line, making money. Lots of it. So this will be it, like going up there and coming back. I don't know if it's going to be enough to cover its costs, but it's definitely making money, which will help this little truck line to also make money now that there's things for it to deliver. In terms of how everything else is going, our grain line kind of like bounces around minus. We get a delivery for a couple of 100,000, then it goes back positive again. So yeah, delivers 356,000. And as we get a few in a row, it goes back positive, but it's fairly tightly balanced on making money versus not making money. So we can look at this one. It's that line now, just positive. just breaks even. Now, this next one is going to be in the next year, so it'll get a little bit positive again. But overall, we're still losing money because we have to pay so much in interest. This shippy boy, still just positive. So last year, 325k. So I think this guy, like he's back here, still in the positive. Just, I think that line is now going to make money. I don't believe it. I don't know why our truck line down here isn't making money. I mean, he should be fine. Possibly unless it's like this year of massive costs still carrying over when he didn't have anything to deliver at all. Minus 1,700. So 21,000. Possibly was just that. But we're not making enough money to pay the interest on our loan is our big issue. Like all of our lines are like just breaking even. Oh, a coffee refinery. And that isn't enough for everything to stay profitable. It's this interest line is what's losing us most of our money, especially the last couple of years. See, it's all negative all the time. And if you look at our interest, it's most of our annual cost. Why is this year being so expensive? Why is our water costs this year being so expensive? Because we delivered less? I guess just it depends on the timing of our ships. New train. Wonderful. Wow, so we have one truck. Maintenance roads. Maintenance infrastructure. What we've got is this. Is all of the storage we've got there. Let's get rid of all of that storage. But now it's overcrowded. We can't do anything because we can't afford to build anything. Oh well, you're just overcrowded now. We can't afford to put a second truck on there. We can't afford to do anything. Yeah, it looks like this ship line is basically balanced to break even again. So we had our delivery. We had a year of nothing. But that means it's definitely not going to break even. If we've got that much cost every year and then this is all we're receiving. I don't think with the multipliers turned the way we had them, this is even gonna be functional. Like we just can't get a line to operate. So we are going to pause this and say that this counts as a gigantic loss. We did not make this work at all. It just doesn't function. We can't make money out of it. Everything is just breaking even. We need to... I don't think we can change any of those numbers in here. No. Nope. Nope. So we are going to wrap this episode up right here and call it a loss. We didn't make money, and we'll come back next episode with the same map, but with slightly easier settings. Probably just all of our multipliers turn, like the cost multipliers turn back down. I think the city multipliers are fine, but the cost multipliers are what did us over. So thank you everyone for stopping by today. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, even though we did unfortunately game over essentially. Hopefully I'll catch you next time when we start again and do a little bit better. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.